Hello, future educators, and congratulations on signing your letter of intent. My name is Stephanie Elizalde, and it's my honor to serve as your superintendent of schools in the Dallas Independent School District. I'm out of town and couldn't be with you, but I wanted to make sure and send you this message because this is very important. By signing your letters of intent, you are each taking an important step down a shortcut to the best job I ever had and the best one you will ever have. You're going to be a teacher. In 2 years, you'll get your college associate's degree before you get your high school diploma. And 2 years after that, you'll have your bachelor's degree in education. With that degree, you will be able to teach anywhere in Texas, but you're guaranteed a job right here at home where you can be something even better than a Texas teacher. That brings us to the first important thing you have to know today. You're going to be a Dallas ISD teacher. In Dallas, our teachers, the very teachers who served you, get higher academic outcomes. So they get higher salaries, better results, better paychecks. We have our pick of the best teachers in the state, and we've picked you. So do the work, get the training, pick up those degrees, and come back home to Dallas ISD. We'll have a classroom of your very own ready for you. I hope you're excited because I can't wait to see what you're going to do with this awesome opportunity.
Hope and ambition, grounded by experience and guidance, are a winning combination. We will hear from a few of the district's trailblazing educators and 2 of the students who plan to follow in their footsteps. Let's welcome to the stage Anais Childress, Teacher of the Year finalist, and Andretti Camper, Teacher of the Year finalist, as they share more about the significance of this moment. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Anais Childress. I was an educator here in Dallas ISD for 4 years in the classroom, and I'm currently an assistant principal at South Oak Cliff High School. Education was my dream since I was 4 years old. I know it's crazy to think that while others wanted to sing or go to the moon, I genuinely desired to teach. The reason why was that teachers that I experienced all had one thing in common. They had an impact on how I felt. I had to move around a lot when I was little. Life seemed to always mean that my family and I were unsettled, but despite going to 10 different schools, one thing remained consistent, and that someone believed in me, someone saw me, and that was my teacher. The most impactful feeling for me happened when I was 14 years old, sitting in my sociology class. We were at our desks with a textbook, and the teacher lectured to us on family types: blended, nuclear, single family. We all know the different types. The teacher stopped after she defined these family types and asked the class why this was relevant. We didn't know. She then went on to tell us statistics of students who passed their GCSEs, which are tests that you have to take before you can progress to the next level of education in the UK, and how their results were based on their family situation. Single-parent families were 3 times more likely to get unfavorable scores and not progress in their education. I remember how I felt, a daughter from a single-parent home, and how upset I was to learn that society had already decided my outcome without giving me an opportunity. See, you're all about to embark on a journey that will allow you to leave a lasting impact. That seems like an overwhelming statement, but I get to see the potential we have in our scholars right here in Dallas ISD every single day. As a future educator, you'll have the unique opportunity to inspire and mold generations to come when you are in your own classroom. It is an opportunity that I know many of us do not take lightly. As educators of Dallas ISD, I know that we pride ourselves on academic achievement. I see it through our test scores when we're collaborating amongst ourselves in meetings. It's recognizable, and it's one of the reasons I love working here. Parents send their scholars to us, and scholars have an enjoyable experience during their years here. Let us also remember, though, the greatest achievement we can ever have is helping others feel seen, loved, and valued. I shared part of my story with you all at the start for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that every single educator has a story, a beautiful one that I believe our scholars should get to hear. There is incredible power in scholars realizing that the adults they see in front of them have chosen to be there. It's the type of reflection that allows you to analyze your decision to enter education and develop your why. The second reason I shared part of my story with you all is to remind us of the humanness of what we do. Personally, I admit it can become easy to forget the humanness in myself, especially when we're constantly told that we're superheroes. But do you know what I've realized? Our scholars don't need superheroes. They need committed individuals who are dedicated to the profession, and unlike superheroes, we will have our tough days and we will persevere anyway. As you begin your journey in education, there will be moments that force you to remind yourself of why you started in the first place. In this light, it's important that you remember that the same driving force that got you here in front of me today will be that same force that will carry you through the difficult days. I want to leave you with a quote that I love from Brené Brown. Vulnerability is not knowing victory or defeat, it's understanding the necessity of both. It's engaging, it's all in. My charge to you all is that you will be all in and give it everything you've got, not just for our scholars' sake, but for your own.
Good evening. My name is Andretti Camper, and I currently serve as an instructional specialist in the special education department. As a former special education teacher, I have worked in Dallas ISD for 4 years, and I have enjoyed working with my students, their parents, and the Dallas ISD community. Dallas ISD has offered me the opportunity to make my dream of being an educator a reality. I am honored to speak and hopefully inspire the young men and women in Dallas ISD who have made the commitment to return to their communities to teach, inspire, and pour into the minds of the next generation. When I was asked by Dr. Powell to speak on the topic, the importance of male teachers in elementary schools, I began to reflect on my experience as a student. I was my mom's primary caregiver, and my father was incarcerated, all while trying to raise my baby sister. Sadly, my mom eventually passed away due to ongoing health issues, so at this point, I was silently screaming for a male presence in my life. Yes, I had a grandmother, I had aunts, but I had no male figures in my life to meet my social and emotional needs. I was struggling, like I was really struggling and needed a lot of help. And often, I wonder how different my experience as a student would have been if male teachers were present in my life. My childhood experience is what fuels my passion as a male educator. I am committed to ensuring no student is left behind academically, socially, or emotionally. As a male educator, I strive to create relationships with my students, giving them a space to be their authentic selves. My students know that I am accessible to them and willing to go the extra mile to ensure their success. I always say, to be the best, you have to invest. And I know you're probably like, Camper, what does that mean? This means investing your time and not being afraid of making sacrifices for your students and bettering your career. Needless to say, I will continue to offer my students the very best by investing in their future. As educators, we must be up to the challenge of teaching the whole child. That is, making sure we are addressing the emotional needs of our students and understanding that not every student that walks through our doors are being raised in a two-parent home. Our children are faced with challenges daily, and as educators, we have to be effective communicators and not be afraid of asking questions like, how did you sleep last night? How is your mom? What did you eat for dinner? How is your dad? These are all conversation starters, and one thing I can tell you about elementary students, they will tell it all. Listen, now you're going to hear some funny stories, and you're going to hear stories that even make you cringe, but you're also going to hear stories that allow you to understand a student. And this is why we are here today. This is why you are here today. Think about it. Being a teacher that understands is one thing, but being a teacher that is relatable will change the trajectory of a student's life. Giving your students the ability to express themselves builds character and reinforces relationships. And when you build a relationship with a student, there's no mountain that you cannot move. Thank you, Dallas ISD leadership, for providing these scholars the opportunity to chase their dreams of becoming an educator, which is one of many reasons as to why Dallas ISD is a premier school district. In closing, being a male teacher in an elementary school has been rewarding for me, and I have enjoyed every minute of it. And I am grateful for the opportunity to briefly speak with you tonight. And if you do not remember anything else I said, I want to leave you with 2 words to remember as you embark on your journey as becoming a teacher: representation and relationships. Thank you.
Next, we will hear from Jeremy Rodriguez from W.T. White and Sylvia Garcia from W.T. White, 2 aspiring educators who will share their reflections on their experience in the education pathway and how it's preparing them to realize their dreams to teach in the future.
Good evening. My name is Sylvia Garcia. I'm a W.T. White High School senior in the BTech Early Childhood Education pathway. I chose the education pathway because I knew I wanted to work with children. I'm a tutor at Nathan Adams Elementary School, and there I am able to see firsthand how I was making a difference in their learning with small group instruction. The hands-on experience with tutoring, as well as volunteering with Academy 4, allowed me to bond and build meaningful relationships with the students in my charge. With the support of the teachers and staff at W.T. White, BTech, and my professors and other faculty at Dallas College, I have been able to stay on track with my studies as well as see the benefits and the resources that I will be able to utilize later in life. These resources are those resume workshops, mock interviews, and internship opportunities that your teachers push you to do. These benefits will help me in my journey to becoming a teacher later in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia, for that riveting speech. Man, I was once in their shoes one time, yeah, all last year, becoming a teacher. Beautiful goal. My name is Jeremy Ramirez, and I'm an educator and a student at the W.T. White BTech program. If I'm being honest, education was not my first goal. I mainly picked it because I didn't want to do the business side. The business side seemed far too condensed, but at no point do I regret my current decision. I view teaching as such a beautiful tool to use to help children develop as people. I first started teaching as a tutor at the Cali Elementary School, and later on to also tutor at Nathan Adams, seeing these young Spanish speakers, pure English speakers develop as people. I mainly wanted to become a teacher, I wasn't sure what I really wanted to do in life, and when I was given the opportunity to become a tutor and I was helping these students out, it felt like a hole was being filled in my heart, and I knew that this is what I wanted to do for my future. Being in the BTech program has helped me a lot. It's helped me control my actions and my emotions to further become a better person, and as a future educator, I've been able to organize and plan everything I want to do and being able to go along these sudden bumps along my life. Many of the benefits of being in the education program are the multiple opportunities of becoming a tutor, as I said before, the mock interviews, and helping acquire these jobs like this letter of intent celebration. These interviews, internships, and opportunities will help me become a teacher and help the next generation. Thank you.
It's encouraging to hear from our peers about how they are making the most of this opportunity as well. And it's inspiring to hear from top-performing teachers that we are embarking upon a worthwhile journey.
Speaking of worthwhile journey, no one knows better how rewarding it is to serve in the district from which you graduated than our keynote speaker, Chief of Schools Tiffany Hewitt Powell. As a former teacher, principal, and executive director in Dallas ISD, her insight on what this opportunity means for participating students, their families, and the district. It is sure to deepen our appreciation for the commitment being made this evening. We will hear from her shortly, but before she comes, watch this short video that highlights a teacher who participated in the education pathway and is now giving back to Dallas ISD.
I was part of the first cohort from the Samuel High School Collegiate Academy back in 2016. I knew that it was an opportunity for me to grow. Being able to get the college and the high school experience at the same time, it was one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my life. Education was just the way I wanted to go, and I didn't want to be anywhere else. I wanted it to be in Dallas Independent School District. It is such a rewarding experience to be able to come back home. I am currently a 5th grade math and science teacher at Annie Webb Lanson Elementary. I was a bilingual student, so my first language is Spanish. For students like us, it was extremely crucial for us to have a mentor because we were not able to find that at home. Our parents had limited education. I had great mentors, and all of that support that the administration and teachers are able to provide is really what makes the student successful. One of the obstacles that we face is thinking that we will not be hired afterwards, but within the Dallas Independent School District, they really want their community to rise up. They really want you in the classroom.
My high school friends over there, they're having the time of their lives, and I'm over here stressing about college. But in the future, I know that I'm gonna get a job with the ISD, and I am very excited.
I already know what to expect when I actually go to a university. Since I entered the program, I learned a lot about myself, that I can be a very determined person.
You will never know how far you can go in life until you begin pushing those limits. I'm very grateful for the Dallas Independent School District giving opportunities for people like me.
Good evening. I am Tiffany Hewitt, Chief of Schools. I'm sorry, I just got married. Tiffany Hewitt Powell, so excuse me. Before I start, I'd really like to take a moment to recognize any elected officials that we have with us tonight. I see Trustee Camille White, if you would please stand and just wave. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to be with us this evening. You all, they often give me a script so that I can stay on task, but everyone who works with me knows I never read the script verbatim. And I know that this should be a dignified ceremony, but I also think it's really important to celebrate, and this is something worth celebrating. So if you guys will indulge me for a moment, if you are a student and you're here for this letter of intent ceremony tonight, I want you to stand. I want all of you guys to stand. Everyone who's here is celebrating you tonight. No, don't sit down. Don't sit down yet. But what I want you to think about for just a moment, I just want you to take 5 seconds, and I want you to think about the parent, the guardian, the grandma, the aunt, the friend, the educator, the teacher, the principal, counselor, who helped you get to this point tonight. I just want you to think about that person or those people for one moment, and then I want you to scream and yell and clap and celebrate them. So on a count of 3, I want you to celebrate all those people who helped you get here tonight, okay? And you better celebrate them, or I'm gonna send this video to all of them and show them how you celebrated them, okay? So 1, 2, 3. All right. Celebrate them. They helped you get here tonight. Okay, you guys can be seated. Thank you. All right, so I just want to say that tonight is a really, really big deal. not just for you all who are our future educators and leaders in Dallas ISD, but for us in Dallas ISD. We planted the seed a couple of years ago with you all. In a couple of years, we get to reap the benefits of the seeds that we've planted. We work diligently all throughout the year to recruit, retain, and hire and develop teachers, and it's an ongoing process, and so we're so happy that you're going to be with us. I was thinking about, on my way here, what I was doing my senior year of high school in the month of February, many years ago. I won't tell you the exact year, but it was a long time ago what I was doing, and it certainly was not thinking about the fact that I have a job waiting for me as soon as I finished college. I knew that was not the case. I probably was thinking about prom or something, I don't know. But I certainly wasn't doing what you're doing tonight, and so that should be celebrated. The students that we have here tonight have a head start on their careers in more ways than one. Already, by participating in the education pathway of Dallas ISD's P-Tech program, they will graduate from high school with their diploma and their associate's degree. And on top of it, they are guaranteed a job with Dallas ISD upon graduation with their bachelor's degree and additional training. That's something to celebrate. We know that this did not come without hard work and dedication, and each of you have earned your place here tonight because of the work that you've put in. You've demonstrated that you have what it takes to be successful in higher education. You have mastered college-level courses while in high school, and most of all, you've accomplished what it takes to become educators. We know that educators have a lot of great qualities, and let me share a couple of with you. They share their knowledge, they're patient, they're kind, they're compassionate, and they love the young students that they work with. It takes a special type of person to be a good teacher. You have to be an empathetic listener, you have to be an engaging communicator, and a caring individual. A good teacher can make all the difference in whether a student succeeds. Teachers are the most important key to student achievement. Our superintendent often says that the teacher is the program. There is no electronic program, no tutoring program that can teach children as well as a great teacher. Their impact spans from everything from students in the classrooms and their learning possibilities to their long-term success. Teaching is one of the highest callings there is, and I want to thank you all for answering that call. I am confident each of you has what it takes to be the teacher who makes a difference in all the students' lives you touch. There's a quote that I read often, and for a very long time I had it at the bottom of my signature, and it simply said, "Teachers touch the future." And it's true. Everything you do with the students that you serve, you will change the trajectory of their lives and impact the future. I want to thank all of you who chose this pathway and committed to a career in education right here in Dallas ISD. May your careers be full and rewarding, and I look forward to the future with hope and high expectations because of students like you. I also want to thank everyone here tonight, including the families, teachers, counselors, assistant principals, because you help to guide these young youth along their path. And your support is necessary, and you deserve the credit as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Hewitt, for those inspiring words and your dedicated leadership. Your story affirms our hardworking efforts and is a shining example of how Dallas ISD invests in its own.
Next is the moment we've all been waiting for, the presentation of letters. Please welcome to the stage Deputy Chief of HCM, Dawn Walker, to present their future job offers.
Good evening, everyone. All right, isn't this an exciting event? A lot of hard work has led up to this celebration, and I've enjoyed the privilege of supporting the effort to make this opportunity possible. Make this opportunity possible from the beginning. The dynamic collaboration between community leaders, industry partners, local colleges, and Dallas ISD is the bedrock that stabilizes this opportunity for our students. And I want to thank every partner and organization that has worked with us to make this moment a reality. Let's give them a round of applause, sorry. All right, now for the good stuff. We are presenting another cohort of future Dallas ISD graduates with a guaranteed job offer. Can we get an applause for that? All right, and for our parents and supporters that have helped with this endeavor, remember, these young men and young women are coming out with a competitive salary and benefits after saving a ton in college tuition through this program. Isn't that amazing? All right, I hope and I know that you all are as excited as I am. So without further ado, I'd like to invite the Chief of Schools, Tiffany Hewitt Powell, and our Assistant Superintendent of College Readiness, Cheryl Nevels, and our other guests to join us on the stage as we present the letters to our future educators.
But I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow, I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew.
Kaylee San Juan. Abigail Torres. Elva Trejo. Jacqueline Vasquez. And Saul Vega. Let's give it up for Bryan Adams High School in the house, everyone. And now, let's go ahead and welcome to the stage our scholars from Lincoln High School. Let's go ahead and get them ready. Let's cheer them up. Let's go ahead and begin with Keona Hill,
Trevon Hunter. We also have Kendrick Pearson and Christian Ryder. One more time for Lincoln High School, everyone. Let's give them a hand of applause. Now, we also want to greet next to the stage Samuel High School. Let's hear it up. Let's go ahead and begin with Journey Bauer to the stage. Benny Carter. Isis Collins. Jocelyn Flores. La Paula Smith. And Maria Zapata. Great job, Samuel High School. Now, let's hear it up for Sunset High School coming to the stage. We begin with Mr. Eric Barragan Marquez. Erika Claros. America Esquivel. Rebecca Garcia. Briseida Lopez. Leah Luna. Nevea Mendoza. Bernice Montes. Alejandro Nolasco. Itzel Santos. Angel Uriel Vázquez Garcia. And last, Elsa Zamora Almanza. Wonderful job, Sunset High School, wonderful job. And lastly, let's hear it for our last campus of the evening, W.T. White High School. Let's proceed with Iris Aguirre Gomez. Angelina Barrera. Paulina Benitez. Celine Brito. Angela Campos Pleites. Esmeralda Escamilla Costilla. Alexander Estrada. Eliud Cruz. Haley Garcia. Jolisa Gonzalez. Janica Hay. Alani Hawkins. Jasmine Macavilca. David Mejia Carrasco. Jonathan Mesa. Victoria Rodriguez. Madeline Tarango. And last but not least, Jenny Valenzuela Cervantes. One last hand of applause, everyone, for our scholars in the house today. And now we call to the podium Miss Nevels to the podium.
Well, I just have one word, and that word is wow. Yes? What an incredible moment that was to witness. Nearly 100 of our P-TECH and early college students have made the commitment to come back to Dallas ISD as future educators. Let's give them a round of applause. Yes. I'm Cheryl Nevels, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent of College Readiness, and I'm just blown away by the hope and aspiration of our students here today. As a former teacher myself, I began my career right here in Dallas ISD over 20 years ago, okay? And I myself, as a senior at college, I would say Carter High School, yes, received a letter of intent from Dallas ISD. And so you can see the promise that these letters of intent provide for you. The passion that was formed during my early years teaching here in Dallas ISD, the commitment, the lessons that I learned, I still carry forward in the leadership work that I do right now. And so I can assure you, students, that you are heading in the right direction. You're heading in a direction that will open doors for you. You're heading in a direction that will equip you with skills and the insight to serve you well, no matter where your path may lead. And so people always say, teaching is such a noble profession. You know why? You know why they say that? Because teaching leads to every career opportunity possible. And so with that, students, you should think to yourself, I'm proud of the commitment that I have made this evening. I'm proud of the district's commitment that they have made to me. And I'm proud of my plans to return to Dallas ISD as a future teacher. And so we want to end this program by saying thank you. You're welcome. Okay. I love it. Leadership. Thank you to our parents. Thank you to our industry partners. Thank you to our district leaders. Thank you to our teachers and staff. And of course, thank you to our students. Thank you for joining us this evening for this special celebration. And with that, I will bid you a wonderful evening.